Hello. How are you doing, Samantha? Sorry about that previous live stream. I locked it going the other way. Hey, Furla, how are you doing? What's everybody up to today? Hey, Andy, how are you guys doing today? Movie day. What kind of movie are you watching? Oh, I'm doing good. I was up late last night cleaning all my snake tubs, and today I went and cleaned my rat tubs out, so all I got left to do is laundry, and I'm done. It's 4 p.m. Eastern time here, Furla. Oh, okay. That's action movies are good. There, I muted the computer that way you guys wouldn't hear an echo in the background. So, Furla, is this a good time for you? Yeah, D. Yeah, Andy, what do you got? Okay, Furla, I'll probably just keep it like this. Hopefully more people will join as we go on. Well, right now it's only me here. My kids like it. Well, my youngest two do. My youngest daughter, my stepdaughter likes it. My oldest daughter has not seen them yet. They live 1,400 miles away. So hopefully we'll find that out in about a month and a half when they come here for the summer. Oh, you did announce this live stream in Dark Sciences Live today, Samantha? So Andy, here's a flip question for you. Whenever you first started keeping reptiles, did your family like it, or did you have to get them used to it and then they started liking it? Well, thank you, Samantha, for all your support and announcing it, and hopefully that'll draw more people to come watch. So, what's everybody's favorite snake as far as ball pythons, retics, Burmese? What's your favorite type of snake? My parents said I had to get a job to keep reptile, and I did. Well, that's good. Reptiles are actually very good to get into. I love them. They're easy. They're very They're very easy to deal with. Balls, blood, and green tree python. So what reptile, if you could get any reptile period that you don't have or that is hard to get, what would you get? What is your dream reptile? Yeah, Andy, I can tell Becky gets right in there and does it. So that's a good thing. You got a good woman there. Hey, Becky, if you're watching. It's always good to have your family support. Emerald tree boa. I would rather have a green tree python than a emerald tree boa. But as far as the snake that I would love to own, would probably be a reticulated python. I'd love to get into the super dwarf stuff. Eastern indigo snake. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I kind of want to stay away from the whole venomous stuff. But I don't know. Is the Eastern indigo, is that a venomous or no? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one that gets really, really long, isn't it? Well, hopefully when I buy a house later this year and get things straightened out, I can get me a retic, but we'll see. Hey, Hazel's Reptiles, how you doing? Welcome to the vlog, or live stream. Largest snake in North America. Yeah, I think some states they're outlawed, aren't they? Cypress, Mojave, Pastel, Ball Python. Yeah, that'd be a good combo there. So are you guys excited about the new pickups that I'm going to go get next weekend? Finally, after about 3 weeks of going, or trying to get them? Oh, okay. Your babies are fine, Samantha. That albino still hasn't ate yet. He's still in breeding mode. Yeah, I got some that's, they're not, there's a couple that are like 2 gene, but most of them are just single gene. Green tree pythons, I think they're just like any other animal. I think the more you handle them, the more okay they are. But yeah, they are more of a food aggressive snake, so you got to watch it real, great. But I think they could be tamed down. But the initial, kind of like your retics, the initial going into the cage, you need to watch it. I don't think I've seen the hurricane or puzzle gene yet. Hey Hazel, what's your favorite snake that if you could own any snake, what snake would you own? I'm not sure if they're as mean as a blood or not. I haven't owned either one of them, to be honest. Just what I see in other people's, other people's vlogs. I think it just depends on how much you handle them. And I don't think, the whole mean snake versus nice snake is the case. I think it's more of a defensive stance and food aggressive stance. Yeah, the Mexican black king snakes are awesome. Hey, Ed / Master. That's right. Correct? Is that it? / Master, what's your name again? I should know it, but I'm trying to learn everybody's name. Yeah, everybody, hit that like button. That way more people sees I'm doing a live stream. Okay, Jeff, I'll try to remember that. Thanks for joining, Jeff. Guess I'm having loading issues, so I'll be on and out. Okay. It's going okay, Jeff. How are you doing today? I'm gonna grab a snake. What snake should I grab? Hey, Sergio, how you doing? What's wrong with your albino python, Hazel? Which albino? I got female albino, I got a male albino, actually 2 male albinos, I got the lavender albino female. I got too many albinos. Well, we're finally getting some rain today, that's for sure. Okay, Andy, I'll still be here. I'm probably going to be here for about an hour or so, see how it goes. The lavender? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Hang on. There she is. Yeah, I normally don't have any problems with mine locking up. I locked them up a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this lavender albino ball python. And I bet everybody knows what I'm going to be doing with her too. Hey Kenneth, how are you doing? I also have some other, yep, exactly, Sergio, dreamsicles. I actually have another plan with her too. I think it'd be a world's first, but Justin will probably get there before I do. This is just a ball python, so she's only going to get 3 to 5 feet. She's a female, so more towards a 5 probably. These girls, all mine ate yesterday. Well, the ones that did eat ate yesterday. So does everybody know the difference between the lavender albino and the albino? I'm going to go ahead and get my male albino out and show you the difference between the colors between these two. All right, let's see if let's see if you guys can tell the difference here. I'll try to do this with two snakes. Can you tell the difference between the two? Lavender, albino. Hey TJ, how you doing? When is lavender and the other? Yep, this one's the lavender. And then this one's your regular albino. When is this one going to turn more lavender? Is that what you're wondering? All right, Samantha. There you go. Hey, Hazel. Are you wondering when this one's going to turn more lavender color? This here is a kind of a lower contrast albino male. Hey Jeff, thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these guys up. Oh, okay. Yeah, my lavender is getting more purple after every shed. I can't wait till she's purple and yellow. Well, the difference between the albino and the lavender albino, and albinos, some albinos have a higher contrast than other albinos, but your lavender albinos will be more of a purple or lavender color where the white is as they get older, to where your albinos stay white. Thank you, Hazel. Yeah, I'm kind of a neat freak. Hey, Chucky, how you doing? Yeah, 2 of the 3 of my normal albinos are pretty high contrast. My neighbor's albino is kind of low contrast. Hey, you're welcome, Chucky. I hope it works good, and I hope that's kind of what you was looking for. Don't forget, everybody, smash that like button. Thumbs up. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to each other, subscribe to everybody else. That way we can get this community growing. Let's help each other out. Yeah, Hazel, you got a good YouTube channel. I need some of your subscribers. I'm hoping I'm still creating good content for you guys. I know it's a lot of the same stuff, but I'm trying to work on new stuff. That's awesome, TJ. Can you believe it? I've actually done daily vlogs. I think it's like 60, what is it, 63, 64 now? I only missed one in between. I appreciate it, Samantha. Do you think they're getting better as they go? Seems like on some of them I just can't shut up. I say, oh, this is going to be a short vlog, and it turns out to be a 15-minute vlog. Yeah, I wish I had those guns, Chucky. Okay, thank you, Kenneth. I hope. I know I'm growing, my collection's growing quick. A lot faster than I thought it would, but, you know, got to get there somehow. All right, Sergio, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching my channel. Have a great day, man. I think you should show while like cleaning tubs and stuff to show everyone how you do it. Okay, I can try to do that. We're going to get rid of the reticulated python. His cage is about 12 foot long, so once we empty that, we can fill it up. I don't think we're going to get another big snake like that. Hazel, I wish I could get a retic. I got to get a license first. Or permit, I should say. So where's everybody located? I'm in Florida. Belgium. Yeah, I knew you was across the pond over there, Perla. Never been across the pond. I've only been across the states. I ain't even been ever on all states yet. I tried to advertise for everyone. I subscribe to you, and I'm in New York. Well, again, you can keep that cold weather in New York. If you ever have any extra rain, you can send it down to keep the snow and the ice and all the cold up there. Actually, TJ, there's been dwarfs and super dwarfs also. We have found out that reticulated pythons, especially albinos, I suggest to be 10 more prone to neurological disorder. I just feel that it's easier to take care for snakes that are smaller, less health issues. I haven't heard that yet. I could have went to Philly earlier this year for work, but I didn't. Hey, why don't we go in and take a look at the whole oh, I can't think of the word. Quarantine setup. I'll comment to everybody's comments here in a second. New Mexico. Was that state pretty warm in New Mexico? Alright, I'm going to flip the camera around. I haven't done this on Livestream yet. Alright. I'm going to turn it this way for a minute. Nope, it's locked. Let's back up a little bit. There's my quarantine setup. This top rack, which I haven't put anything in here yet. And later this week, I will do a vlog on treating this, pre-treating this for snake mites. That way, I try to prevent snake mites from getting in here. And that'll fit. See all them tubs? There's 6 big ones and then there's 8 small ones. That is for all the snakes that I'm getting in next Saturday. And then I just got jump starts on the back. I got one for the bottom 2 racks and I got one for the top rack. But that is my quarantine setup. But later this week, I will do a vlog on treating that, pre-treating that for mites. That way you guys can see how I do that. All right, let's read through some of these comments. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, I just had to set that up in another room. Yeah, we get about hot, but we have all seasons. It does get very cold compared to Arizona and Florida. Yeah, Florida, you can wear shorts year-round. It don't matter. Thank you, Hazel. I tried to do a nice setup for all my snakes. I'm gonna grab my vanilla. I don't think I've showed you guys that on. I don't think I've showed you guys her on on live stream yet. I'll be right back. Alright, this here's my vanilla female. She is breeding size, but I'm not breeding her this year. I'm going to wait till next year. I know. She's a sweetheart. Let's see if she'll give the camera kisses. This isn't my biggest girl, though. And as you can tell, she is big. I'll grab my biggest girl. Let me go grab my biggest girl. Or my biggest snake, period. Alright, I think this is my biggest girl. Super pastel female. I'm putting my spinner to her. And also as a backup, I am putting my normal to her. What's her weight? I'm really not sure. Let me see if I can figure out how to weigh her real quick. Let's see here. We'll do a snake in the bucket. See if we can get her to stay in here for a second. Come here, babe. $2,743 grams. I think she gained about 300 grams since I've owned her. Well, she was sticking out the top. Let me get my head albino, big girl. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, crap. Put her in the wrong tub. Alright, so this is my head albino girl that I got. She's got, I think she's blind in one eye. She just shed Friday. I think she's blind in, let's see, which eye would it be? I think she's blind in that eye. Hey, Aldo, how are you doing? Let's weigh her and see what she is. Snake in a bucket. The Super Pastel Girl was 2,400 grams, or 27. This here is 2,439 grams. So she's about 300 grams smaller than Super Pastel Girl. So those two are my biggest snakes. I have the lower contrast albino male that I had earlier going to her. All right. I'm back. Yeah, TJ, she's going with my one of my male albinos, and I'm hoping to get an albino clutch out of her. Now the Super Pastel Girl, the last time she laid 2 years ago, I believe. If the breeder told me she laid in 2016. She laid 8 eggs. Yeah, as long as your females are 1,500 or over, you'll be good to breed. Yeah, I'm hoping the Super Pastel and the head albino girl takes. I imagine that head albino girl is going to give me 7 eggs if she takes. I can't wait till my males are big enough, and I hope my females get back on feed, and that way they're big enough next year to breed. If all my females are big enough to breed next year, I'm looking at a possible 13 clutches. So, next year, if I was to pair one snake to another, okay, Hazel, I used to have a bearded dragon and a leopard gecko, but I got rid of them, and now those are in South Beach, Florida. So all I have right now is snakes and rats. Yeah, next season hopefully turn out to be a great season. But next season, what pairing should I do to do a giveaway with? I can't wait till next season. Hopefully I'm in a house by then. I've got my eyes on a soda cooler so I can make a bigger incubator. I'm trying to decide on my normal females on if I should put a albino to them or a pied to them to make 100% hets. Yes, I have a black pastel. Let me get her. Come here, sweetie. Somebody wants to look at you. This girl won't be ready for a couple more years. But this is a black pastel. Look at that color. Look at that gold. Black pastel. And look at the underneath. She's a possible, which I'm pretty sure, het pied. I think she's going to prove out. Yeah, the pet store I go to has a black pastel albino for sale. So what do you think, Aldo? Look at that dorsal stripe right there. Yeah, she's got great colors. The camera's not even picking it up any, as good as what her colors are. She's amazing. Let's go ahead and weigh her real quick. I think she's getting up there. Let's see here. Oh, is she that big? No. 637 grams. I think she might be getting ready to go in the shed, but I thought she shed here not too long ago. I do this season. Het albino to a black pastel het albino. Yeah, there you go. TJ's have ball python eggs, Christmas Day or Christmas. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to have a black pastel pied. Yeah, my little pieds, they came from a black pastel pied to a het pied. That's the clutch cutting that I did last year. That was 5 eggs. 4 of them were pieds. 1 of them was a het pied. Yeah, I was real happy. So next year I'm putting a pied to my het pied girl again. This year I put my spinner to her, but she didn't take. That's why my spinner, that's the same spinner, is going to my super pastel girl. And also I'm backing her up with a normal male. I used to have a black pastel pied, but after the female laid her eggs, and I don't remember if it was before, it was after I did the egg cutting, he ended up passing away. I think it was an internal parasite. Yeah, next year, if everybody's up to size, I'm going to have a lot of holdbacks because um, I'm doing pied albino, which is going to be double hets. I'm going to hold back all the females. I'm going to sell the males, and then the next year I'll keep the males and probably sell the females. Then I'm going to have some Mojave het albinos, which I might just keep both males and females on those because I'd like to do something else with the super Mojave female that I have the following year. And when I have a clutch and you guys are interested in one or would like for me to do a who's your uncle or who's whatever you call it and put your name on it, I'll try to figure out a way to enter that to where I can put your names on the eggs. Well, that'd be good, TJ. Yeah, I used to watch this stuff all the time, and then I haven't watched it in a while. But yeah, I like his stuff. Well, although you had a good turnout on your pied to have pied clutch also. Can't wait to see those out of the eggs. Yeah, I might do a pied to pied clutch next year too. That way I get all pieds. You missed everything, Andy. All the good stuff's already passed. So Hazel, what is your favorite morph on Viper Keepers collection? Yeah, go ahead, Furla. I might answer, I might not.
How could this happen? I get a yeast infection, I get the leading prescription, and it doesn't work for me. Turns out, it doesn't cure all the most common types of yeast infections. Then,
I will put it this way, it's complicated.
monostat cures more, and it relieves symptoms 4 times faster. So, I go to the store, I get monostat, I get cured.
I like Viper Keepers, oh, what are they? Gaboon Vipers. I love them things.
Dove proves it can stop daily hair damage before it happens. With these roses, one is treated with Dove. Both are exposed to damaging heat.
Yeah, I love the whole, the Gaboon Vipers. I'd like to own one of them one day, but they're very deadly. Yeah, the Gaboons, those colors are amazing. Like he said in his video, they look like big slugs, but they can move fast. Got big fangs too. Yeah. Well, once you get them used to it, then they're more likely to not, you know, they can still strike. They're a wild animal, but they get used to it. But you also got to realize when he records, he puts his camera on a stick also. So he's not actually that close. But when he waters, he is kind of close. I kind of like the black mambas too. So out of everybody in here, how many of you guys would actually keep a venomous snake? What venomous snake would you keep if you could? Rattlesnakes wouldn't be too bad. I would probably keep, and I hate to say it, the gaboon viper, or they haven't been known to kill, but they are still venomous, but they're rear fang venomous. That's your false water cobras. Yeah, copperheads are okay. Have you guys seen Olympus Reptiles rattlesnakes? That's either the Hazel, that's either the gaboon or the rhino viper, I believe. Yeah, Andy, they can. They're rear fanged, so I heard they have to chew on you to really get it in. Like your, kind of like your hognose. Because they're rear fang venomous also, aren't they? But they're so small they can't really bite. The only thing I don't like about the venomous snakes is you can't trust them to really hold them. I like to hold my snakes. I don't like to, you know, just look at them. But I know better enough to not, you know, I know better enough to stay away from the venomous snakes as far as I respect all animals. Yeah, I imagine it can be bad. And what's crazy is you can buy hognose snakes and you could, you know, have them in your place with no problems. But, you know, like your mangrove snakes, they're rear fang venomous. You can't, I don't think you can have them because they're considered venomous. Sidewinders kind of scare me. Yeah, I bet they can, Andy. Yeah, retics can take gnarly bite or give gnarly bites. That's for sure. Yeah, DEA or Andy is giving away a hog nose. I'm more of a ball python person though. Yeah, retics can be dangerous. You just got to be smart around them. I can't wait to see yours out of the tub, Andy.
Hey, I'm curious about your social security alerts. Oh, we'll alert you if we find your social security number on anyone affected.
Hey, Leatherneck, how you doing today?
Oh, the info is very good. Sign up online for free. Discover social security alerts. Cows invented ice cream. Milk comes from cows. Everybody knows that. They had guess. Maybe with fresh from
I'm great. Just doing the Sunday live stream. Finally back at it. So Andy, I got a question as far as your rats go. How do you get rid of all your rats? You know, because I noticed you guys sell them. How do you get to the point to where you find people that wants them? What do you mean what happened to the live stream earlier? He's a nice snake. He just gotten out. I'm trying to go through the laundry basket. Actually cut him. Oh, wow. So he bit you out of defense? Hey, CMC, how you doing? It's a good turnout today. Thank all you guys for showing up. Oh, well, what happened with that is when I started it, I didn't turn my phone to do landscape mode, and it locked it in vertical mode. So I ended it and then turned it and then restarted it. That's what happened. Yeah, retics are very smart. They automatically, you know, they're aware of all their surroundings. Did the pet stores give you that much for them, Andy? All right. Everyone that's watching, I know everybody probably knows your name, but why don't we go ahead and say your name in your comments? That way everybody that don't know your name can learn your name for all the new ones that joined. I'm Donnie, D-O-N-N-I-E. There's Josh Leatherneck, Furla from Furla's Ball Pythons, Aldo with Dark Science Reptiles, Tyler Jackson from TJ Reptiles, Hazel from Hazel's Reptiles, Samantha, how did we guess that, from Samantha Ward, Andrew from DEA Exotics, and Becky and the kids, Mr. Al Capone himself, Ed from CMC Reptiles. I haven't named one of my snake that yet. It's coming though. They give you $250 a rat. Dang, that's a good price. So what's everybody think of my name scheme of my snakes? Yeah, the Westerns are okay, but I named my snakes more after the Outlaws, like your whole Bonnie and Clyde, some of the older Outlaws, shoot, my, boom, Billy the Kid, stuff like that. My black pastel pied that I had that passed away was named Jesse James. Yep, brain fart. The bike builder. Yeah, the more females I get, the harder it's getting finding good names for them. Yeah, it's my aunt. I don't know how true it is. I need to try to kind of go through genealogy and find it. But my aunt said something about she remembers her. I think it was her great great grandpa was saying that we was somehow related to Jesse James. That I don't know if it's true, but that's what I was told. I just decided to name him that because I like to watch a lot of the, the old outlaw shows, the documentaries and stuff, and that's why I said stuff like that. Or, started naming my snakes after that. And something else, and I know I have family name in my past of this, but there's a pretty good chance that I'm related to a Florida serial killer too. I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, Ted Bundy. Yeah, keep an eye on me. Runs in the genes. So who's your favorite WWE wrestler, Samantha? Roman Reigns. Yeah, I like Roman Reigns, the big dog. Hopefully they'll let him win the championship. I think that's ridiculous what they're doing with Brock Lesnar, though. Yeah, I think it is a recessive gene. Recessive dominant gene. How's that? Do you like creepy pasta stories? Never heard of them. I don't think they should have a part-time wrestler be the champion. What are you eating, Hazel? Andy, that's cool. I heard Brock Lesnar's not much of a personable person outside of WWE. He's got a good-looking wife, though. Boy, we're talking about everything today. Yeah, I bet he is. I think I think he's more of a, he wants to go where he gets more attention. And if he keeps jumping ship going back and forth, he'll get attention. But if I was Vince, I wouldn't let that happen. I don't care how much crowd that he draws. It's not really that much cooler because underneath the um, underneath that bottom tub, I have a piece of Lexan that's about that thick underneath there. Plus, you got to realize that I have, on the way I have that rack done is I have like a 10.5 inch by 12 inch piece of flex watt for each individual layer. So it's not like it's, you know, snaked through there. Hey Hazel, I'm going to be over for supper, okay? I was, let's see here. Leatherneck asked how much colder the bottom tub is than the others. Okay, my aunt has told me in the past, she's passed on now, but before she passed on, she told me that I was distantly related to Jesse James and Ted Bundy. What is my favorite snake that I have? That's a tough one. I would have to say my albino Bonnie, because she was my first one, and she was actually born on my daughter's birthday, the date. And I think my black pastel was the same date. But yeah, I like all of them equally. Kind of like my kids. I don't love one of them more than the other. I love them all equally. I have 2 biological daughters and 1 stepdaughter. Ages are 16, 10, and 9. Then 10-year-old's my stepdaughter. And if one of my very first videos, couple videos, one where I did unboxings, the 2 kids that were on there is the youngest one was my biological daughter, and the other one is my stepdaughter. Yeah, that's where I get, let's see, where's it at? Somewhere there's a white spot. I think it's like right back here. That's where I get all my gray hair from. Funny thing should be this summer when hopefully my oldest daughter comes here. She hasn't seen them yet. She's kind of scared of them, I think. So I'm going to have to get some good footage of that. Yeah, I've honestly started getting gray hair when I was 19. No, because my kids go to school in another state. So they're in Kansas and Oklahoma. Thanks for joining, Leatherneck. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend. TJ, you're too young to get gray hair. Andy, yes, complicated. I don't know where it's going to lead to. I wonder if gray hair is hereditary or what exactly causes gray hair besides stress. Do you have a separate rat breeding room from your snakes? Yes.
How about would you say that after somebody has died, would you expect to see this?
I'll show you this. I'll show you real quick. Because I know I've done it in the vlogs, but I'll go ahead and do it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side. Hey, LKB, how you doing? All right, I'm going to flip the camera around. All right, so I'm going to do something real quick. There we go. Okay, so there's my terrariums. There's my computer. I'm watching myself. See, you can see your own comments. There you go. But then here is one rack with my baby females. There's all my males right there. There's all my females. Breeder size are upcoming. And then I go in this room in here. And this is my rat breeding. Let's go ahead and take a look at some rats live. See if I can find the tub with the aggressive mama. And I know I need to move some of these to other tubs. I just got to build me another rack or something. Because I know some of these are way too big for these tubs to be in with their mamas. There's the aggressive mama right there. She'll bite me the first chance she gets. She's very protective. There's her babies. You can see her over there wondering what I'm doing. And let's go up here. But that is my breeding my breeders and babies. These are a little bit more tougher to pull out, which I'll get lights and where you can see them a little bit better. Sorry about it being so dark. So that's how I have it set up, is all of my snakes and my breeders are in the front room, and then my rats are in my front bedroom. I leave this door open, or this window open, sorry, to get air circulating. That way it keeps the smell out of here. And it's a little bit dusty. Don't worry about the mess. That's my incubator. That's my baby rack. I need to clean it up when I get eggs. All right, let's get back in here and see what everybody said. That's a little tour of DER Reptiles headquarters. Well, I don't sleep in that room. All right. Thank you, Aldo. Yeah, I try to get it set up real good to where it works. I'll be right over, LKB. Man, I'm going to be full and fat tonight. I got to run over to Hazel's, and then I got to run over to LKB's for supper. And then, of course, in my room that's where the rack is I have for my new incoming snakes. Quarantine rack. No, the rats don't need a temp setup. I just have them room temperature. Whatever it is outside, it's pretty much inside. It's still a little bit cooler than it is outside. No problem. I'll bring the albinos, the head albinos, the lavender albino. Hope you got a place to put them while I eat supper. They won't be hungry, so you don't have to worry about feeding them. Uh-oh. Lady fight over my albino ball pythons. Ding, ding, ding. Round one. No, I don't take my snakes outside. One reason why I don't take it outside is because I don't know exactly what everybody would think about what I'm doing in here, so I'm trying to keep it on the down low for now. When I get my own house set up, that'll be different. Do you think it's a good idea for a friend to mail you a breed, he or she, and then mail it back to a friend? That puts a lot of stress on the snake, so that depends on how long you plan on keeping that snake. I've seen people doing that, though. Yeah, back whenever I first got my male Mojave, I took him over to meet the male lady, and he ended up biting me. What will you do if your neighbor sees your YouTube channel? I'll deal with that when it happens, but I doubt that's going to happen. Hopefully I'm long gone by then. I agree with Andy on that one. I wouldn't, personally, I would not ship my snake just to have it bred to another snake and then ship back. Unless I was very sure about that breeder. But there are a couple that I would consider shipping them to you know, a few breeders on YouTube. Samantha takes things to heart. Don't mess with her babies. So, I gotta ask this. I know everybody has their favorites, but what snake in my collection is not one of your favorites? Perla, I agree. If you trust them, then that's good to go. The spinner. And why is that? I like this. I mean, I like all my ball pythons, don't get me wrong. But I only have one that is a pet. But I need to, I want that spinner to prove that he's going to be a breeder. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for him to prove it. He locks up with them, no problem. I treat all mine like pets. I don't treat them like breeders, that's for sure. If you go through all my tubs, they're all clean. I clean them on a daily basis. If I come home and they peed or pooped, it gets cleaned out, sprayed, wiped down, new paper in, good to go. My rats get cleaned out twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays. I do it on Wednesdays because there's only 3 days on that, and it gives them, you know, 3 days to dirty it up. I do it in the middle of the week, and then it gives 4 days. Since I keep the window open, when I'm home, that window's open all the way. When I'm not, that window's open that much with the fan still blowing air out. So it kind of has more ventilation for 4 days than it does 3. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, wow. Take showers with them. Boy, you do spoil them, don't you, Hazel? I haven't done much with the pinstripe yet. I know I got the spinner, but that's all I have. Slash Master, I'm going to pass on the scorpions. Hey Aldo, thank you for joining, man. Welcome to DER Reptiles live stream. Have a great weekend. Congratulations on your clutch. And look forward to more videos. What I like about snakes is you feed them once a week. Change their water, deal with their, their bathroom duties, and make sure they got a good habitat and they're good to go. Hey, Chucky. Chucky's back. I like the interaction. What's my favorite venomous snake? I would probably say the Gaboon Viper. Or the Black Mamba. Both are great. So if you guys haven't heard, I think every one of you guys watch my vlog, but I know there's a couple on here that has gotten in touch with me already. I'm going to be starting a segment on Saturdays called Shake 'em Up Saturday. That's where I'm going to be Skyping certain individuals and asking them questions. That way everybody gets to know each other better. If you want to do that, get in touch with me, email me, or send me a message on Instagram. Hey Hazel, does your husband think you love the snakes more than him? Yeah, Andy, that's true. So what ball python morph, in each of you guys' opinion, is the one that gets overlooked the most? Like, it don't get the credit it deserves. I can agree with that. I will say this. I want to keep everybody in suspense. I think I'm getting one of them. of the snakes that I'm getting is a new line from a breeder. Now there's other lines of this gene, but I'm actually being able to help name this new line of ball python. It's going to be a great one. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what it is. There's not many people have it either. So I'm hoping to get it and try to maybe, well, I can't really say do world's first because there is other lines of it, but I'm going to keep that in suspense right now, Jeff. I'm going to tell everybody when I get it. I'll keep it up here. Trust me. I'm not for sure what they consider it. I know it's not recessive. I think it's a codom. I think. Who is my favorite breeder? I don't know. I got stuff from AEP. I got stuff from IDR. I got stuff from BHB. I got stuff from Firestorm. I got stuff from the Florida Reptile Ranch. I got stuff from DM Exotics, I think's what it's called, or DM Reptiles. Bailey and Bailey. I've gotten stuff from a lot of people. So I couldn't really tell you who my favorite one is. I haven't got any Bob Clark stuff yet. Lessers are good. Yes, he says I don't kiss him as much and give him as much love, and they sleep with me too sometimes. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Hazel. So what's your thoughts of the butter lesser, banana coral glow, things like that? Can you hear what I'm watching or listening to in the background? True, TJ. There's some sugars that I love seeing. I was thinking about getting into the sugar gene. I've already got a calico. And I've got a butter. Well, it's a fire pastel butter. And I have the inchy inchy calico.
At this point, I would definitely want to learn more about Roy Kronk. He claimed that they stopped at the area Suburban Drive and he needed to go into the woods to relieve himself. He says that's when he first saw the skull.
I think I would have to look. I can't look because I'm recording or live with my phone. I'm thinking one or two of my snakes came from Earl Jones that I got from the reptile ranch, but I'm not positive. Are the Coral Glow Banana, are they different bloodlines, or why are they named different? Yeah, Calico Pods would be awesome. I'd like to try to turn one of every morph I have into pod.
He goes up to through some of the grass verge area. He says he can't see anything. He dries off, and so Roy Crumb does call again the next day.
I got an idea about some pods that I don't think has been done yet. But like I said before, by the time I get there, I'm pretty sure Justin Kabelka's gonna nail it. He's way ahead of everyone.
Looking through the police reports, police did respond this time, but could not see Kaylee's body either. They placed a call to headquarters and were then told that the area had already been searched.
Such a damn shame. They missed such an opportunity because there's a high likelihood at this point that they're searching for a body, not a live child who's lost.
That's the travesty of it. On his third try,
Oh, banana cinnamons are good.
and showed them where
Yeah, he is expensive. He's got some amazing stuff, though. Lesser has more greens and Butter has more browns, in my opinion. Okay. What about the banana Coral Glow?
August the 13th, two officers did respond and meet Crump there. The deputy started to go down
The clown pies are awesome.
decided I'm not interested in going any further.
you said that he just did a cursory sort of looking around, didn't do much of anything.
Yes, ma'am.
If I can go for what I'm hoping to get, as far as it's going to take me several years to get there, it's going to be crazy.
Because of how you were treated, you let the matter go.
Yes, ma'am. 3 times back in August, Roy Crump called investigators to report a suspicious back in the woods.
You like to get the gene that people like less out of the genes that we're talking about. Yeah. If people aren't doing much with those genes, that gives you more of a chance to do more with it and prove what that gene can do. All right, Samantha, keep watching. I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Just keep watching. Have a good weekend. The Phantom? I haven't seen that one yet.
Is it possible to stop daily air damage even before it happens? Doug proves it is. With these 2 delicate roses, one rose is treated with Doug. When exposed to the same level,
Dang, we've been on here a record time, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
the rose will not treat
That's a good thing.
dry and brittle. Doug fortifies by nourishing deeply and stops 90% of daily hair damage before it happens.
Live stream workday, 8 hours. There we go. Also planning to get into Orange Ghost as well. Yeah, those are pretty nice. Am I getting any huh? What do you mean? Oh, retics? I would love to get retics, but I need a house, and of course I live in Florida, so I'm gonna have to jump through hoops to get it. my idea is to, in I think 5 to 7 years, start breeding snakes full time, and I'm gonna breed ball pythons, and of course I know there's controversy with this too, but retics or dwarf or super dwarf retics. So who here watches Reach Out Reptiles? LKB, I agree with you. It's just like a lot of people say, if you're going to breed ball pythons for a business, you got to do stuff that other people's not doing in order to advance, which it's hard. You got to try to be above, not above, but ahead of the rest.
We're headed to the site where Katie's body was found to try and understand how the police could have missed discovering her body for 6 months. So given the fact we know that Crump did try and call this in 3 times, I mean, what would the advice be or your thoughts around that, the FBI?
TJ, look up marble ball python, and it should on like Yahoo, and it should take you to World of Ball Pythons and tell you. Very true, LKB. I mean, it's great to breed, you know, your base morphs like your Mojaves and your Lessers and your Spiders and all of that. But you can't really make money based off of that. You need to do more of the higher end stuff. So when I start doing this full time, I'm going to be breeding more some high end, medium, and low ends to cover everybody. Yeah, I hear you, LKB. I'm going to try to do some stuff myself that gets me up there. But my phone is about to die, so I'm going to have to jump off of here. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight. Thank you for everybody that is this the first live stream that you got to. Don't forget to come back for more every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, I love each and every one of you. You guys are what makes me what I am on YouTube. It's not me, it's you guys. So keep an eye on my vlogs every day. Don't forget, we do have the 300 subscriber going, so spread the word. And next weekend, I will show you what that 300 subscriber giveaway is. Of course, it's a snake, but I'll show you which snake it is next weekend, and we'll go from there. Okay? Yeah, it was great talking to everybody. Phone's about to die, so I'm going to cut it out of here. Thanks again. Keep that chat going. And I will see everybody in the next vlog. Have a good night.